Moana's taught me so much. Being to play maybe a villain. Really like talking in a British accent, so thank you for the opportunity. Aloha, I'm Auli'i Cravalho, and you're watching Up Close with Cosmo UK. Oh, it's really incredible that Moana is a film that truly makes waves with its impact. We have a young woman at the helm of her ship, strong, looking strong, grabbing a demigod by the ear and dragging him across the ocean, going on a journey of growth. And then, of course, wayfinding itself. Wayfinding and navigating by the stars is a deep source of Polynesian pride and Pacific Island pride. So to have that on the big screen, and also to have our film translated in so many different native tongues, including Te Reo Māori, Olelo Hawaii, Samoan, Tahitian, all of these truly allow us to see ourselves on screen. Oh, my favorite Hawaiian phrases. Aloha kakahiaka is good morning. Ua mau ke ea o ka aina I ka pono, the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. He ali'i ka aina, he kaua ke kanaka, land is chief and man is servant. Oh my goodness. What advice would I give to my younger self? Probably to keep a journal. It all moves so quickly, and I remember being really just caught up in it at the time and so happy to be there and going on a press tour and talking to so many incredible people. But I admittedly forget a lot of the details. I remember I ate at McDonald's a lot because I really like chicken nuggets, and wherever you go in different countries, the sauces are all different, but I don't remember what sauces I tried. Ooh, I think people would be surprised to learn that he does all of his own singing. He is also Maui in our live action version, and he rocks his long hair. Ooh. If I were going on an overseas adventure, I would bring my partner, my best friend, and maybe my cat, as long as we have enough food, because the cat is not on the menu, FYI. So, yeah, if I'm fed and we have water and shelter, then I'll bring the cat. But if this actually turns out to not be glamping, then I won't bring the cat. And I'll bring, like, Dog the Bounty Hunter or something. I feel like we need to see more storylines of young women that don't need to be completed with a love story. I think women are complete all on their own. And I love seeing a character like Moana, who is brave and has such connection with her community and her culture. I love that is her story, that her story of self-acceptance and finding her own way and discovering what her heart calls her to do. That is the theme. That is what's central. And I think it's really important. I think Moana is also at the forefront of a conversation that allows the words princess and hero to be interchangeable. If Moana had a music playlist, I think there would be a lot of reggae. I think there would be a lot of, I have to say, local Hawaiian artists. I would say Maisie Rika is out of Aotearoa, New Zealand. I would choose Kolohe Kai and Common Kings, which are all favorites of mine from the islands. Oh my goodness. The funny thing about this question is whenever someone asks me, like, what are you listening to right now? I go, I don't know any music. I am admittedly listening to the Moana soundtrack. Barlow and Bear absolutely knocked it out of the park. They are our songwriting duo for the second film. But if I'm honest, I don't really listen to myself all that often. So I've been listening to Ravina. I've been listening to Matt Corby. I really love music, and I always use artists to help me get into a headspace before I go into work. So yeah, I listen to a lot of music. Oh, I am so excited to see Catherine Lagai as our Moana. I love that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is back. He's rocking his locks. He's wearing his tatau. And also just to see how incredible our sets are. We have made life-sized canoes that are out on the ocean. We were also on a soundstage. To see everything come together is an act of pure Disney magic. I'm so excited to be an executive producer on the live-action Moana. It is a new muscle for me. It's a new hat to put on. There's so much to learn about the film industry and how many incredible people and how many divisions it takes to truly put a film together. And I am very happy to pass that baton of Moana over to Catherine Lagai'a. I think that she is so beautiful and so brave, and she holds her own while she's standing on a canoe right next to Dwayne Johnson. And I'm also very aware that there are few Pacific Island women in this industry, so I'm lonely out here. I would love to see more of you. Catherine doesn't need any advice from me. You know, I sometimes get asked what I would tell her, and it's funny because she's lived Moana just as I have. I grew up in Hawaii. I'm aware of my culture, and I understand the importance of this film. And she's the same. She's a young woman of Pacific Island descent, and she has Moana in her bones already. I think that there are so many incredible causes, and I feel very lucky to have a platform to highlight and to speak on and to learn also about different issues. I will never claim to know everything, and one of the things that I love most about working in this industry is that I hear from so many different people, and I hope to use my platform today and for until I suppose I lose the platform to amplify the voices that need to be heard. Moana's taught me so much. My gosh, I've known her for a decade now. I remember when I first started out, I had hardly traveled. I had been to, I think, Las Vegas because I had family there. We call it the ninth island. So many Hawaiians and Polynesians find their way there, but I'd never been to Burbank, California, where I did most of my recordings. I'd never been to Singapore or Japan or London the first time around. Moana really took me beyond the reef. I think she's also taught me, even today, that going towards the things that scare me means I'm actually going towards growth and growing, and I'll always be appreciative for that. Playing Sally Bowles in Cabaret has been an incredible experience. I am doing a full 6-month run, so one of the first things I'm learning is how to take care of my voice. I've always just relied on it to be there when I need it. It is a muscle. You can pull any muscle, including your voice. I really love, though, sinking my teeth into a character like Sally, where the background to her is not clearly written. Where is she from? When is she lying? When is she telling the truth? I really appreciate the challenge that live theater brings, remembering all of my lines. What do I do with my hands? I'm always down for a challenge. Do I have any favorite British phrases or words? I just like how you talk. I think it's really interesting that also depending on how small you keep your mouth, then it sounds a little bit more regal. And then if you open your mouth too much, then suddenly you're somewhere else. And I couldn't tell you who that is, but I had a dialect coach, Jane Fujita, who helped me with Sally Bowes' accent. And so I just really like talking in a British accent. So thank you for the opportunity. Oh, that's a great question. I feel really lucky to have played so many strong leading women. I would really like to play a strong-looking leading lady in a live-action film. I'm looking forward to roles in action. I'm also hoping to play maybe a villain. I think that would be really fun. I think I would be the most unassuming villain. But if you watch me in Cabaret, you know that I can do different things other than Moana too. Mahalo, thanks so much for watching.